सो हेलो नमस्कार टू द ऑल केमिस्ट्री लवर्स एंड डॉक्टर्स एंड इंजीनियर्स ऑफ द नियर फ्यूचर। मैं विजय कुमार सोनी आपका स्वागत करता हूं केमिस्ट्री वाला चैनल में रिगार्डिंग टू केमिस्ट्री क्लास 12th और पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री की अगर हम बात करें जस्ट हेलो एल्केन हेलो एरीन में, तो हम अभी तक बात कर चुके हैं फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ हेलो एल्केन एंड फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ हेलो एरीन। नाउ द टाइम टू डिस्कस अबाउट द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक दैट इज द chemical properties of haloalkane. First of all, we'll go with the chemical properties of haloalkane. This is the chemical properties of haloalkane Rx. This is the heading. If we'll go with the just chemical properties of haloalkane, then there are four types of the chemical properties. As a four types of the chemical properties. First is your nucleophilic substitution reaction. Second type is your, you can say, elimination reaction. Third is your, you can say, reaction with metals. And fourth is your, very important, that is your reduction reactions. If we'll go with the just properties, then these two reactions are too important. No doubt all the reactions are important, but the weightage of this reaction and this reaction is a lot. So if we'll go with this reaction, it is also called as SN reaction. In short, RXN, SN reaction, S and N, substitution by nucleophile. So these are the four properties which we have to discuss in this kind of the video or in further also. First of all, I would like to go with the just nucleophilic substitution reaction. This is the first part as a nucleophilic substitution reaction. Will take a lot of part and a lot of matter regarding to this reaction. What is that? If we go with the nucleophilic substitution reaction, then these are, first of all, these are known as SN reactions also. SN means substitution by nucleophile. If we'll go with the just haloalkane, then this is the position of haloalkane. This is the X. As we all know that the electronegativity of halogen is larger than the carbon. Electronegativity of halogen is larger than the carbon, so there will partial charges, and due to partial charges, this becomes more reactive. This is the more reactive. That's why if there is attack of nucleophile, any nucleophile, you can say, then it will first remove, and this nucleophile should be stronger than the X, so it will remove the just your halogen, and this will be the formation of your species. This is called as leaving group also. That's why these reactions are also known as leaving group reaction. This was about the attack of nucleophile substitute कर रहा है, that's why it is called as nucleophilic substitution reaction. remove करके खुद attach हो रहा है, and this should be more reactive. This should be more powerful than this X. That's why it is possible. Otherwise, it's not possible. If we go with the different halogen reactivity of different halogen, then this is the Ri is more reactive than the RBr, RCl, and this is the RF, alkyl fluoride. This was about the just initial part of the just reactivity. If I'll go with the just meaning of nucleophile, then you can understand over here. This is the nucleophile. It's a composition of two words, nucleo plus phile. where nucleo means you can say nucleus, nucleo means nucleus, and nucleus, and phyle means philic, and philic is a Latin word. Phyle is your, you can say philic. So you can say nucleus, philic means loving, you can say philic means loving. So you can say all the nucleus loving species will be just as a nucleophile. न्यूक्लियस से लव कौन करेगा, अट्रैक्ट कौन होगा, नो डाउट न्यूक्लियस पे चार्ज पॉजिटिव है, पॉजिटिव की तरफ अट्रैक्ट कौन होगा, कोई नेगेटिव या पॉजिटिव चार्ज इस बात को शो करता है देयर इज द डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन, तो कोई इलेक्ट्रॉन स्पीसीज अटैक करेगी. सो पर्टिकुलर अलाउंस में भी आप लोग पढ़ चुके हैं. देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ द न्यूक्लियोफाइल. One of the is your negatively charged. One of the is your negatively charged nucleophile, and another is your neutral just nucleophile. If we'll go with the just first of all negatively charged nucleophile, then you can take just F minus, Cl minus, Br minus, you can take Cl minus, you can take OH minus, you can take SH minus, you can take just a lot of like R, CO, O minus, etc. These are the negatively charged nucleophile. If I'll go with the neutral nucleophile, then there is following types of the nucleophile: NH3. Just you can take R and H2. You can take just R OR. Just you can take R and H R. Due to presence of lone pair of electron, these all are the electron rich species. Means you can say electron rich species, and these are the species having negative charge. Species having negative charge. So this was about the just nucleophiles. Now we'll go with the first of all just examples, important examples of the nucleophilic substitution reaction. So first of all we'll take, that is very important, substitution by hydroxy group, substitution by OH group, bond OH group. It is also called as hydroxy group or hydroxyl group. Regarding to this, first of all we'll take just this is the alkyl halide. We will treat it either aqueous KOH or aqueous NaOH. It will dissociate like this. Electronegativity of X is larger than the alkyl group. So here will formation of your ROH as an alcohol. This is the ROH as an alcohol, and here will formation of your, if you are taking just KOH, then it will be formation of KX, and if you are going to take just NOH, then it will be formation of NaX. So this was the first reaction. If we take the example, then this is the C2H5Br. This is your KOH. This should be aqueous. So you can write over here aqueous KOH. How it will be formation of aqueous KOH or NOH? By dissolving KOH and NOH in water. So this is the K plus OH minus, minus and plus. Here will formation of your C2H5OH as a ethanol. This is the ethanol, and here will formation of your KBr. We are using here KOH. This was regarding to the substitution of OH group. This reaction may by just you can say moistured Ag2O also, यानी कि ये वाली रिएक्शन आप moistured Ag2O से भी करा सकते हैं. Moistured Ag2O का मीनिंग क्या है? दिस इज द RX, दिस इज द Ag2O. moistured का मीन उसमें वाटर ऐड है, तो पर्टिकुलर Ag2O H2O के साथ रिएक्शन करके AgOH बना देगा. Here will two molecule, so it will formation of 2 of ROH alcohol plus 2 of AgX. If you are going to take just C2H5Br, or you can take a lot of different also C2H5Cl भी use कर सकते हैं. Then on reaction with Ag2O, here will formation of, this is the HOH, here will formation of C2H5OH, two molecule as a ethanol, and here will formation of the 2 of AgCl. You can also say here will formation of the white PPT also. So this was about the first example as a nucleophilic substitution reaction, or you can say SN reaction. And this was about the types of the nucleophile. I have explained the method properly. Now we try to discuss about the second example as a SN reaction. What is that? Substitution by, you can take cyanide group as a Cn minus. So this is the second heading that is very important. Substitution by Cn group, cyanide group. If we'll go with this reaction, then it's too important. Why? Suppose you are going to take just alkyl halide. This is the Rx. Here you will use just KCN. This should be alcoholic. What is the meaning of alcoholic? Just you will dissolve the KCN in the ethanol. It is also called as ethanolic KCN. So what will be similar? Electronegativity of Cn is larger than the potassium. Electronegativity is larger than the alkyl group. So here will formation of RCN. This is the just your KX. This is the KX. Suppose you are going to take just CS3 as a alkyl group and Br as a halogen. This is the KCN, again your alcoholic. So here will formation of the CS3CN, and this is your KBr. This is the alkyl cyanide. This is the alkyl cyanide. You can go with the just videos of the class 11th also for the nomenclature. If we'll go with the just cyanide group, then this is the very important group. This is the cyanide group. Remember just three things. What are they? Listen me carefully. These are the three parts regarding to cyanide. Means this one of the functional group can be changed in more than one type of the function group. Suppose if you are going to take just partial hydrolysis, this is the partial hydrolysis. This is the complete hydrolysis, complete hydrolysis, and this is the reduction. This is the reduction. So if we'll go with the just reduction, then what may, here will one of the thing, just if here is the partial hydrolysis, then it will use of one water molecule, oblique acid. Here will use of two water molecule, oblique acid, 2-3 drop of acid. Here will use of 4 of H nascent hydrogen with the LiAlH4. For this catalyst, it is best thing महंगा है पर अच्छा है, मीन्स ये कॉस्टली है बट नो डाउट प्रोडक्ट सूटेबल आपको मिलेंगे। साइनाइड का जब भी आप हाइड्रोलाइसिस करवाते हैं देन यू कैन से दिस इज द here will formation of the CONS2 as a amide. Here will formation of you can say your carboxylic acid with the release of ammonia. This is the carboxylic acid, and if you will go with the reduction, then here always will formation of 1 degree amine. This is the 1 degree amine. This was about the just one of the important substitution as a CN group. Now I would like to take some of the question, and remember one thing, I would like to take the one of the important note also regarding to reaction. First means substitution by hydroxy group or you can say OH group. It will be one of the question. What is that? Question number one is your question number one is your what will what will when there is it is not moisture Ag2O, there is dry Ag2O. Ag2O reaction with हेलो एल्केन मीन्स एल्काइल हैलाइड के साथ में अगर आपने डाई एजिटो की रिएक्शन करा दी तो क्या होगा? दिस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन. दिस इज द एल्काइल हैलाइड RX. This is the Ag2O. We can write it as follows: Ag2O. You have to write the dry also. Here will use of the two of molecule of alkyl halide. Here will removal of two molecule of AgI, and rest it will formation of ether. ROR. Here will formation of ether with the formation of 2 of AgX. So if we want to substitute the halogen, then it will use of moisture Ag2O, and if we want to substitute just if we want to get just ether, then it will use of the dry Ag2O. One of the important question, what is that? How will you how will you get what? How will you get, you can say, CH3COOH from CH4? Write appropriate appropriate reaction for this. इसके लिए केमिकल रिएक्शन के थ्रू एक्सप्लेन करना है. केमिकल रिएक्शन के थ्रू एक्सप्लेन करें तो हमारे पास में जस्ट दिस इज द सॉल्यूशन. This is your CH4. First of all, we will take just chlorination, controlled chlorination in the presence of H mu. Here will formation of CH3. This is the Cl and this is your HCl. Here will limitation also not more than 3 steps. So this is the first step because of CBSE gives steps. So this is the second step, CH3Cl. This is the KCN, your alcoholic. So here will formation of CH3CN plus KCl. Now the third step is your very important, CH3CN, because we know that the CN can change in carboxylic group by the complete hydrolysis. So here will use of two water molecule. How it will formation of NH3, I am going to explain you. Here is the N removal of the 3 hydrogen. So it will formation of NH3, release of NH3. Here is the CH3COO and one of the H. So here will be the formation of CH3COOH, ethanoic acid. So this was CH4 and this is the CH3COOH, and you have to write the name of also ethanoic acid. So this was about the question regarding to the reaction. Now the time to discuss about the one of the important question also. We can take over here substitution by NC group. Third reaction as a third reaction. So this is the third reaction. What is that? Substitution by NC group, isocyanide group. This is the isocyanide group. If we'll go with the substitution of isocyanide, then here is the alkyl halide Rx. We will take AgCN. This will also alcoholic, but Ag is a just d block element, and due to having the metallic nature, the compound will be covalent. In that case, it cannot dissociate in Ag plus and Cn minus. So now this time R will attack from the back side of the nitrogen. So here will formation of R and C and removal of AgX alkyl, the silver halide. If you will go with the just CS3 CS2 Br, suppose on reaction with your AgCN as a alcoholic, here will formation of like this minus and plus. So here will formation of CS3 CS2 CN ethyl cyanide isocyanide, ethyl isocyanide, plus you can take AgBr. AgBr, you can say ethyl isocyanide, the common name. This was about the just your NC. Here NC group is also important because it is used in a lot of interconversion. But here we'll take one of the important. This is the isocyanide. If we'll go with the just reduction with the same condition, महंगा है पर अच्छा है LiAlH4 with the 4 of nascent hydrogen, then one of the hydrogen will be over the nitrogen NH and 3 of will be over the carbon. It will formation of the 2-degree amine. If we want to get just go the reaction, then as an example we can take as a question, how will you convert CH4 to the, you can say just your CS3 and HCS3. So in the first step, what will be? It will be as follows. This is the CH4 plus controlled chlorination in the presence of H mu CS3Cl plus this will be your removal of HCl. After that, in second step, what may CS3Cl will react with AgCN as an alcoholic. Here will formation of CS3NC plus AgCl, and in the third step you can take just CS3NC. Here is the 4 of H in the presence of LiAlH4. We can take CS3. This is the NHCS3. This is the 2-degree amine. So here will formation of the 2-degree amine as a dimethyl amine. So this was about the just example regarding to your third as a substitution of isocyanide. Now I would like to go with the fourth reaction as an example of SN reaction, or you can say nucleophilic substitution reaction. And what is that? That is very important. That is the substitution by isocyanide group, substitution by thioalcohol group. Substitution by SH group. SH group is called as thioalcohol group. So for this we can take just KSH, potassium hydrogen sulfide, potassium hydrogen sulfide, potassium hydrogen sulfide. If we'll go with the reaction, then we can take just Rx as an alkyl halide. This is the potassium hydrogen sulfide dissociate in K plus and SH minus, minus and plus. Here will formation of RSH plus you can say your KX. This is the alkyl thioalcohol or you can say alkane thiol also according to just IPC system. If we'll go with the example, then this is the CS3 and this is your Br. Here is the KSH, K plus and SH minus, minus and plus. Here will formation of CS3SH and here is the KBr. Here will formation of methane thiol or you can say methyl thioalcohol. Methyl thioalcohol. This is the according to alkyl thioalcohol. Remember one thing, this compound is very important. It is also called as mercaptan. And this kind of the compound used in LPG, cylinders to know about the leaking of LPG because of it gives smell with the LPG gas. LPG gas में जब ऐड करेंगे तो जो स्मेल आती है लीकिंग की वो मर्कैप्टन की आती है. So this was about the fourth example of the just your nucleophilic substitution reaction. So we will meet in the next video with the next further example as the fifth example of the nucleophilic substitution reaction. तब तक के लिए शुक्रिया, धन्यवाद. जाने से पहले एक ही बात कमिटमेंट आपसे करना चाहूंगा, आपको हर एक मैटर लॉ ऑफ प्रॉफिट के साथ मिलेगा, ईमानदारी के साथ मिलेगा. बट इस चैनल को मैक्सिमम सब्सक्राइब करिए, शेयर कीजिए ताकि उन बच्चों तक भी पहुंच सके जो हम सभी दूर हैं. क्योंकि मैंने आपसे फर्स्ट डे भी एक बात कहा था, आपका सपोर्ट मुझे मिलता रहा है, मिलता रहेगा, यूं ही कारवा बनता रहा है, बनता रहेगा. नो डाउट हमारी जीत होगी और हम एक डॉक्टर और इंजीनियर की फॉर्म में 12 के साथ साथ जल्द ही फतेह हासिल करेंगे. थैंक यू, धन्यवाद.